Alarm off. Kettle on. Turn this up. Sun peeking through the curtains, we already in gear. Whole town tuned in, bring your coffee over here. Dial locked in, yeah, you know how we do. It's the community wake up with news you can use. Community wake up morning show. Charles and Damali on the go. News you can use right here, right now. We break it down, put it in your lifestyle. Charles got the headline straight, never hollow. Damali got the game plan, moves you can follow. Traffic and the weather, what's popping at the school. From the block to the boardroom, we keep you in the loop. Yeah. Community wake up morning show. Charles and Damali on the go. News you can use right here, right now. We break it down, put it in your lifestyle. From the front porch to the car hustle, keep it light, keep it real, keep the hometown muscle. Turn it up, let the whole crew know you rockin' with the community wake up morning show.
No sound at the percolator.
You got it? Okay, so y'all got it now. Do we have sound? We had technical difficulties this morning. Y'all know how it go. When everything work, it work, but when it don't, it don't. Okay, we got it.
All right, now and we back. Turn your phone down.
Do we have sound? We had a technical. Okay, there we go.
All right, welcome to Community Wake Up Morning Show. Welcome to the show. I am Charles.
And I'm Miss Damali.
And we are here to deliver the news you can use, culture, and conversation that moves community forward every single morning.
Yes, and today our theme is commitment. We'll be providing listeners with valuable information about our theme and what it means to community. The goal is to inform, empower, and connect community each and every morning.
And the big time vision is a stronger, smarter, much more engaged community.
Mr. Larry said no sound. I can't read lips.
Sorry for the delay. We can do no sign language. Never fear.
Right.
The Community Wake Up Morning Show is here. You're locked in on NYCU.FM radio station. Appreciate y'all tuning in 24/7 to the absolute best R&B and them throwbacks. You're also locked in on KBOB 89.9 FM, where we get to tell our story our way. And we also on YouTube, the official World One Development news you can use. But y'all got the best seat in the house, even though Grandma came sliding in here, baby. But Grandma in the building now, right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on the historic Greenwood. Damali, what's up? It's hump day. And guess what? We all today getting over the hump.
Listen, let me tell y'all something.
Hey.
Our theme today is commitment. And let me tell you, the Lord is testing us today because it is a commitment to get in here and make sure that this sound and stuff is working and this audio and video is working. But we stuck to it and now we're here.
Man, and we got some special guests that's showing up in studio here in about the next 30 minutes. And you absolutely are in for a treat.
Absolutely. But before we get started, then we want to send out prayers to the family, friends, and our community on the passing of Reverend Willie Lauderdale.
Yeah.
If you know, he was the pastor at Gethsemane Baptist Church for eons. I don't even know how long.
Right.
But he passed on last night. He was 97 years old.
Wow.
Yes. So we want to send out prayers to that family because that's legacy. I tell you, every day we're becoming the elders of our community.
Every day. I'm
like, man, this is crazy.
I tell you, when I hear that, to me, that's the closing of a history book.
Oh, yeah.
That's somebody that got all the stories. You know what I mean? That's living,
yes,
breathing history that you can sit down and talk with. So anytime a giant like that fall community, we got to understand that's always a big loss, because that's 97 years of information, of history, of storytelling, of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we no longer have. But talk about running a good race, though.
Man.
Well, if I can run the 97,
boy.
Oh Lord! So to his family, his mark was made, and hey, he's gonna greatly be missed.
Absolutely.
But he way beyond his 3 stars plus 10. What is that? 70? Man, he grabbed another 27 years on top of that. So Lord, hey, he was that example. So we just need to try to follow up, but he would definitely be greatly missed.
So for us to try to get caught up because of the technical difficulties, we're gonna jump into the affirmation.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do the affirmation. So we're gonna breathe in and breathe out.
Shoot, we need the affirmation today.
Breathe in and breathe out. So today we're talking about commitment. That is our theme. So this is what our affirmation says. It says, I stay committed to the work even when it's hard. Okay, so this affirmation reminds us that success isn't determined by how we perform when things are easy. It is revealed by how we respond when life becomes difficult. It encourages us to keep working, keep believing, and keep moving forward, even when progress is slow or obstacles arise. Commitment means refusing to quit when challenges appear. And I'm telling you, this is very fitting for us this morning. So the first part says, I stay committed. This means I remain faithful to my goals, my purpose, and my responsibilities. I don't allow setbacks, disappointments, or temporary failures to cause me to give up. I keep going even when things get tough. The next piece says, to the work. The work is whatever you've been called to build. Your faith, your family, your education, your business, your career, your health, or your service to the community. Meaningful work takes time, patience, and dedication. I stay focused on what matters most. And then the last piece says, even when it's hard. Challenges are part of every journey. There will be days when you're tired, like I was yesterday, days when the progress feels slow, days when the obstacles seem bigger than your goals. This affirmation reminds us that difficult seasons don't mean it's time to quit. There are often moments that develop our strength, character, and resilience. Hard times don't stop me from moving forward. So what does this mean to community? Well, strong communities are built by people who remain committed even when solving problems isn't easy. The commitment looks like mentoring youth year after year, supporting local businesses during difficult times, volunteering consistently, advocating for positive change, investing in neighborhoods, and continuing to serve others, even when recognition doesn't come quickly. Communities grow because people keep showing up, even when the work is difficult. So the Black Wall Street lesson is this. The pioneers of Black Wall Street faced discrimination, economic barriers, and limited opportunities. Yet they remained committed to building businesses, educating the children, creating jobs, and strengthening their community. Their success wasn't the result of an easy journey. It was the result of unwavering commitment despite adversity. They kept building because they believed their work mattered. So the bigger message is this: the road to success will include challenges, but every obstacle you overcome builds confidence. Every setback teaches resilience. Every difficult season prepares you for greater opportunities. So don't judge your progress by how easy the journey is. Judge it by your willingness to keep moving forward. So the affirmation takeaway is I stay committed to the work, even when it's hard, because I know that perseverance produces growth, strengthens my character, and helps me build a legacy that will benefit my family, my community, and future generations. This morning's affirmation has been brought to you by Build in Tulsa.
Hey, Uncle Bobby said like we got an open mic with your papers all over the board. I can tell. He said it seemed like it's doubling So is it another mic open from the board?
No, there is not.
It's not. And when I listen,
so it may be one of these.
It could be one of these. Yeah. So we might want to check that right quick. It could be this or this.
Yeah, just to make sure that they're muted.
Well, Bobby said he's on the YouTube too. So if he's on YouTube, let's keep rolling because I didn't hear it when I turned mine up. So let's just keep on rolling.
Okay, but that's this morning's affirmation. So we're talking about commitment. We're talking about staying focused and staying in the game, even though times get tough, because that happens for everybody. I mean, life be lifing. Let's just keep it a dollar. And with lifing, we've got to be able to make sure that we are doing what we need to do to stay focused. Despite the challenges that are happening, because that's just what life is. It was never promised to us that the road was going to be easy.
Yeah, let's just take a quick break, y'all. And when we come back, we're going to make sure the YouTube and the NYCU and our live is right on time. So give us a quick moment. We're going to do a couple commercials and we'll be right back with the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. Y'all stay locked in. Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the #1 choice for upscale events. From weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
All right, y'all know what time it is once you hear that. Number one, we're going to pause the show. I'll see if Damali remember the rock.
We is not pausing the show.
Just for a second. Don't be scared like that. If you go to a HBC, you got to go. You got to rock, remember, y'all. Just then double pump it. We just want to make sure whether you're black, white, green, or yellow, as long as you remember the double. They invited to the cookout, baby. All right, welcome back to Community Wake Up Morning Show. Let me tell you something. Even when you're being committed, still keep having fun. Keep your attitude right. Keep the positivity and keep the vibes going. That's what we do here live in studio. Thank y'all for tuning in on NYCU.FM radio station. We play today's R&B and them throwbacks 24/7. We also live and syndicated locally on KBOB 89.9 FM, where we get to tell our story our way. Don't forget about the Juice Radio Show, which is our youth program where we allow high schoolers to come into this space, get into this black media thing. They do positive things locally, nationally, and sometimes even go internationally to places like Africa. They also locked in on YouTube, the official World One Development News you can use. But you, my friend, got the absolute best seat in the house in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street, on the historic Greenwood, because we at Grandma's table on this hump day. And I'm going to tell you something, today we got something different. We got biscuits and gravy with some grape jelly. You know what I'm talking about? Bacon, egg, sausage. We're going to get that Porky the Pig in there just a little bit. But we got the vegan option, too, for some of y'all. If you got high blood pressure, don't eat that part. Come over into the vegan side. We got turkey bacon. We got turkey sausage. We got pancakes, hot syrup, butter, and all of the good stuff. Damali, hey, it's hump day, baby. What we got going on today? How you feeling?
Listen, this is what I want to say. First and foremost, I love each and every one of our viewers and listeners.
Come on.
Because despite the fact that we are a little bit late today because of technical difficulties in the studio, listen, y'all hear it. I mean, I'm looking at the live. I'm like, dang, everybody is popping. So thank y'all so much for supporting us. You guys have no idea what that means to us because, you know, you don't have to come and, you know, spend your time with us in the morning, but you do. And we appreciate you all for doing that. We love you guys and thank you so much. So with that being said, I'm going to go to the live just for a couple seconds and see who all is on the live.
Let's do this.
And who done checked in. We got Jeremiah Blackwell.
Mississippi's in the building.
Richie Anderson.
Cousin Richie.
Mr. Larry Harris.
Hey, he's still vacationing. So he probably
Mr. Larry, are you still on vacation?
Yeah, I can see the robe he got on. He can't tell me now. He got a robe with a necklace on. I can see it now. You know, but keep having fun, man, because school will be starting shortly. Man. And after that, people that do community work, we're going to be back in the game.
Yes. So Mr. Larry says, good morning, team.
Hey.
John Prince says, greatness.
What's up, Big John?
Richie Anderson says, good morning.
Hey.
Jeremiah Blackwell says, grand rising.
Hey, we up.
Yeah.
We at 'em.
And then they were telling us about the sound. That's the other thing I love because y'all in the technical space with us. So y'all like, hey, we ain't got this.
At home, talking about, say, y'all be quiet, kids. Microphone check.
Right.
Microphone check. Y'all, I'm doing microphone check. With
yes, I love it. I love it. So Gary D. Carter is watching.
What up, Gary?
Let's see who else is watching. Vicky is watching. She said, we sound great. Thank you so much, Vicky.
There you go.
Let's see who else. Uncle Brian says, good morning, guys. Remember to say a prayer for Tom. He is having heart surgery today. That's right. We did. We talked about that on yesterday. So make sure that we are lifting him up in prayer today for sure. Let's see. Mom says, hey, Mom, we ain't doing no trivia yet. What did you talking about?
Not yet. Mom said, hey,
yeah,
give me BCD, all of the above. Come on. She already warming up right here, right now.
Right. We ain't ready. Go. We ain't there yet. Uncle Brian said he wants to nominate what? He said, I want to nominate Capital One bank cards. No, I want to nominate Capital One Bank today for canceling all 300 credit cards for the Trump organization because they found they were being used for money laundering.
Yeah.
Bravo for doing the right thing. Wow.
What kind of what's going on?
The shenanigans that happen around here.
I'm gonna turn at the lights on pine. Can you sing that? You know, the shenanigans don't never stop. But who's surprised?
Not. You see, I'm like,
nobody's surprised.
Crazy. Teresa says, grand rising community, family, and friends.
What's going on, sis? Hopefully you got your voice back and you back full speed.
I hope she did. I'm still in the struggle, just a teeny weeny bit, but I'm getting there. Cousin Pearlie said, good morning, family.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Uncle Brian said, beautiful affirmation because people need to work together now as they did in the old days. No matter how hard the road gets, the grass is always greener on the other side as long as it is not over a septic tank.
Hey, producer, we got somebody at the door. I just want to let them know.
Oh, okay.
Keep on going.
Okay. Cousin Pearlie says, great affirmation as always. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Let's see. Laura Roberts is in and she's watching. She says, good morning. Shawnee Craven. Shawnee, are you on crutches? It seemed like I saw a picture. Was that an old picture? Or are you on crutches right now? What you got going on, sis?
Shawnee said, don't do me like that. Don't be in my business. Don't be following me. I'm doing what I got to do.
Uncle Brian says, Charles has deeply rooted issues. Poor thing.
I know. I'm working through those things right here, right now.
Teresa and Laura are both laughing. They think it's hilarious. Jeremiah said, where's my plate? Like, you talking about all the stuff that's on the table. Where's his plate?
Look, you got to pull up. 1125 East 36th Street North. You come here and I'm telling you, the smoke is going to be coming off them biscuits.
AJ says, good morning, family on the community. Wake up. Let's turn it up, family, with the news you can use because it's the news we can all use. That's
what's going on, Energizer?
Uncle Brian says the video is cloudy.
I'm looking at it too.
It's something going on with the Wi-Fi or something. We have not figured that out, but at least y'all kind of got us. So today we might be a little fuzzy, but maybe it'll clear up here in a little bit. Let's see. Shawnee says, good morning to you both. Mr. Larry says, you guys got some positive energy. Good message for the morning. Wake up. We need to hear it. Well, thank God that you are with us, and we're happy to be able to bring it to you.
Absolutely.
Katina Walker says, good morning.
Good morning.
What's up, sis? And we need to get together. Arlisha Walker is watching.
What's up, Arlisha?
Mom said, Mom don't miss the show.
I know.
Yes, she said she don't miss the show. Not at all.
She batting 100%.
Okay. And Arlisha says, good morning.
Good morning.
You know, we are so happy that all of you guys are with us. Today, we are talking about commitment. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the Wake Up's definition of commitment, and then we have a special guest that just walked through the door. So we're gonna introduce our special guest. Well, it ain't really an introduction when y'all hear who it is, but he just ain't been here in a while.
Right.
All right. So today, commitment, according to the Wake Up and the lens that we're looking at. See, Shawnee said she is on crutches. She said your eyes are not deceiving you. She said, pray for me. I knew I saw that, and that's why I wanted to mention it.
There you go. That's
so
good.
Yeah, we're gonna pray for you, sis. Okay, so commitment means staying dedicated to a goal, especially responsibility or purpose, and continuing to follow through even when it becomes difficult. Commitment means keeping your word, staying focused, and not giving up. That's the lens that we're talking through today.
Right.
That is our definition of commitment. So everything that we're talking about today is going to be through that lens. Now we have somebody in studio.
We got to give them time to find a drop in there. But Damali, when you think about commitment, what is your first thought when you think commitment?
Well, so we kind of talked about this on yesterday.
Yeah.
So because these themes are kind of, meshing in together. So yesterday we talked about, for me, commitment is doing what I say I'm going to do no matter what. Right. I'm one of those people that if I said it, then I'm going to go ahead and do it. Even if I'm mad at you, even if I don't want to be bothered, whatever, even if, things get tough, if I said it, I'm going to do it.
Right.
And that's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And it's so funny because, there's been times when, people have gotten on my nerves.
Right.
And, sometimes it don't take much because I am doing a lot of things. And so sometimes it don't take much for me to get annoyed a little bit.
Right.
And then I'll be like, man, I'm going to go on ahead and go. I shouldn't even go, but I'm going to go on ahead and go anyway because I told them I was going to be there. I ain't talking to nobody, though.
Right. I can say one thing about it. I think probably one of the most difficult things is commitment. I mean, because commitment is serious. Because first, commitment starts at home. How you going to be committed to your spouse? How you going to be committed to these kids when they don't act right? How you going to be committed to your job when they want you to get there on time every day? I mean, commitment across all different sectors, got to be in people's top 3. Because you're not committed to what's going on, nothing is really happening. But speaking about commitment, we got a person that's been a special guest live with us. I mean, and we'll come to the live after that. You trying to go to the live now?
No, listen, Jeremiah Blackwell cracks me up. He just cracks me up. I'm sitting up here looking at his comment, and I ain't even gonna answer it until after we do this.
You got the drop?
Yes.
I was thinking you had a drop.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll just go to the introduction.
I'm not gonna. Oh, he got it right there. Oh, he's gonna grab it here in just 1 second. But yeah, anyway, I was looking at the comments here, and I was like, okay, I'm not even gonna read this.
Go ahead and read it, and then when the drop comes, we'll just stop right there. So we're gonna let you know whether the Lord wants you to read it out or not.
Jeremiah, no, he said, "Is it the doc as your special guest?"
How you gonna feel?
They're like, what are you sitting here doing? It's like I'm getting the vibes from the ancestors.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, he done tuned in with the ancestors.
Chilling on the corner in my 6th fault. Hypertension and stress. I don't need no more. 1, 2, 3 into the fault. The doctor's at the door, ready to make an entrance.
The doctor's in. Doctor, please help us save the world. Oh, yeah. It's time for the medical report with Dr. Andre Perdue. Right here, right now, with Charles and Damali on World One Developments News You Can Use. What's up, Doc?
I'm sure you've missed that drop, haven't you?
You know I have. I need to take that drop into my patient's rooms when I'm seeing them in the morning.
Right.
Right, absolutely.
Yes, you absolutely do. Yeah, I'm sure that drop always makes you happy. Always makes you smile.
Always makes me
yes,
smile.
yes.
Makes me smile.
So,
Listen,
Doc, how have you been doing?
Man.
We missed you.
Listen, you know what? Considering the word of the day is commitment.
Yes.
That's kind of what it's about. It's about being true to your word. Your word is bond. It's your commitment to God. It's your commitment to your family, commitment to the people that you love. You guys are people that I love.
Yes.
I've missed talking to our community.
Yes.
So sometimes we get pulled in so many different directions that we need to kind of be recentered. And God's blessing. We were at a wonderful event earlier this week, saw each other. To get back in front of each other. So. I apologize that I have not spoken to my people in some period of time. Does not mean that you're not on my mind. You guys are. As a matter of fact, there's some amazing things that are going on behind the scenes that we're really excited about. We're not going to necessarily talk about those things today, but it is my honor and my pleasure to be here today.
Listen, so on the live, Teresa says, "Yay, the doctor." Jeremiah says, "All right, my man."
I know.
Uncle Brian says, "Good morning, Doc." Look, they are just as excited as we are for you to be back in studio.
You know how it is. It's kind of like your cousin show up. He come to the reunion, then he be like, "Hey," I said, "Oh, because the doctor's back," and everybody run outside, high fives and hugs and snacks and all of that stuff. But nevertheless, man, hey, welcome back. Hey, because the thing about it in this year. During this time in 2026, there's so much going on. You need your doctor. You need to go see your doctor. After you finish your therapist, the first person you need to go see is your doctor because there's a whole lot going on.
That's right. Yes, there is a lot going on. So, Doc, what is some of the latest things that are happening in your world, in the medical field?
Well, this situation where our government decided that they were going to minimize the investigation of fruits and vegetables and essentially downgrade systems that we've had in place for decades to help us with our overall health. I'm speaking specifically about cyclospora, which essentially is a matter of the FDA should have the ability to be able to test our fruits and vegetables, no matter where they may be coming from, to determine whether or not they're healthy for consumption. But when you have a government that is trying to cut all types of different services, particularly it feels like for those of us that are less fortunate, we're now dealing with the ramifications of that. So, it's Charles, you asked me. And every year you'll ask me, should we be hopeful or should we be discouraged? And, as long as God is on the throne and he is on the throne till the end of time, we should always be hopeful. But we also got to make sure we look out for each other so we're not necessarily going to be discouraged.
Exactly.
So, that's something that we've been dealing with. I've got some new leadership positions that I'm undertaking in the hospital where I've got obligations to kind of oversee certain services. And the big thing for me has always been culture. I want to make sure that, people want to come to work, people enjoy it, get uplifted and loved and nurtured at work. So, there are some systems that I'm trying to put in place for that, as well as, I've got a fantastic group that I'm working with in regards to some North Tulsa developments. So, life is busy, but you know what? You always make time for the things that are important, and this is important to me, and this community is important to me. So, I am here. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for the love. You know what? In this day and age, you can never get enough love.
You know what? That is true. So we had some technical difficulties this morning. And so we finally got on the live, and then they were saying, oh man, the video is kind of cloudy. So Uncle Brian says, clear picture of the doc today, as well as you guys. He said, Doc even cured the video.
I know. The video went, wait a minute. Let me clear my eyes. Let me make sure this is who and what it is.
So Mom says, glad to see the doc back.
Tell Mom I said hi.
Yes. All right. So there is a lot going on. And one of the things that we were talking about, I think this was last week, we were talking about, there was an article that we were reading talking about the fact that they were making meat, that something had been approved for them to make meat in the laboratory. And I was like, oh, we got to talk to the doc about this because this is not normal. And I'm like, no. Doc, what do you think about? Have you heard? First of all, have you heard about it? And then secondly, what do you think about it?
Well, I've heard of it. And there's always concerns when you take things outside of the realm of normalcy.
Yes.
We've been eating chickens and cows and beef and pork forever. And so and typically it's interesting when you look at people who have a farm or who eat fresh fruits and vegetables and meats off of a farm, just generally healthier. There's no pesticides or minimal pesticides. You know, what you eat, essentially what you grow. You know, since the inception of man, we've been able to eat what we grow, eat what we kill, so to speak. So when we're making foods that are essentially laboratory driven, I believe that there are impurities and there are things that are involved in that process that need to be vetted. Does it mean that it can't be a useful food source? No, it doesn't mean that at all. But it's just different. And when something is different, it needs to be vetted better. You know, we have now what we call the quote unquote impossible meats, where essentially it's kind of protein based, where you know there are not, it's not necessarily a meat, but it's made from protein. That's been shown to be very healthy in a lot of regards. But again, you know what, we have lived a certain way, you know, for thousands and millions of years, where we eat what we kill, so to speak. And so when we start going outside of that landscape, you know what, there can be some challenges. And so particularly my concern is doing those things when we have a poorly regulated governmental system now when it comes to fruits, fresh fruits and vegetables, and what the FDA is doing and what other countries are able to bring in, and how those fruits and vegetables and meats, how they're being processed. You know, are they sitting on a dock someplace for 3 weeks? And then we once it's cleared, now whatever's left over is now being placed into our food stream. You know, it's important for us as a people to make sure that we're all staying well educated on the process. So you know what, when you're finding out about these kind of things, it's important to read about it. It's important to make sure that you have a better understanding so that you can ultimately make a choice of whether or not that's going to be a direction you're going to want to go in.
Let me ask you this, Doc, how hard is it to stay committed when you have probably these government entities that's supposed to be supporting you, that seemingly are working against you? But yet you still got to stay committed to your job, and you're leading at the same time. And then it can be concerns that's coming up just unbeknownst to anybody. How do you stay locked in when those things are going on? Because you're still human at the end of the day. Can you just be like, man, if y'all doing all of this and y'all supposed to be something to make my job a little easier, but you making it extremely difficult. How do you juggle all of that?
Well, listen, I juggle it. It's not a juggle. You know what? My journey is rooted in God. And so, you know, who I am, I'm a God-fearing man. I know that God is on the throne. I try to be in my Bible every day. I'm listening to scripture. I'm listening to gospel music. I listen to rap music too, so don't
like you don't know which doc you gonna get.
Yeah, for sure. Depending upon the day, you might get the other doc.
Right, the gangster doc.
But you know what? It's important for us to keep that in mind. I mean, God's in control of this. You know, so you know, the people that are in office, they're made of flesh and blood, just like we are. They've been given different opportunities than we have, but that doesn't necessarily mean that their arc of influence cannot be as great as some are influential as some of those folks that are in front of us. So, you know, it's important to make sure that you know where you come from, you know, where your stock is. You know, we as a people have been in this country for over 450 years. We've never had you know, proper support. We've never had proper financial reparations. We've never had any of that.
No.
But we've always continued to strive.
That's right.
And we've continued to strive by leaning on each other, as well as most importantly, leaning on the Word of God.
Yes, I totally agree with that. And, you know, so that's what we're talking about today is commitment. You know, our commitment to each other is how we've been able to survive and to maintain throughout all of these years. So there have been just a lot of things happening medically. Like I have just noticed, like I had a friend just the other day that they were like, you know, he went in to go get a regular checkup and they ended up taking him immediately into, he had to get stents put in.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, how did you not know that something was wrong? I mean, is it possible for you to have some type of condition where you don't even know that this is happening, or that, you know, that you need some type of medical care? Because how can it go from, I'm just at a doctor visit and it's supposed to be this simple and I allegedly feel great, but then it's like, oh no, we got to get you in here and do this emergency procedure.
Right. Well, you listen, you know, a lot of times that, you know, we as a people have been persecuted and have been put in positions of lack since we've been here, right? And so with that, we have developed a desire to just push forward.
Yeah,
you know what? There are obligations and there are bills that need to be paid. There are commitments that need to be satisfied. And so, we will push ourselves sometimes through situations where, hey, you know what? I'm not feeling that well today. I got a little bit of aching in my chest, but you know what? That's no big deal. I've had this before. And so, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, it goes away. Okay, I'm going to go on to work. Sometimes we do ourselves a disservice because we're not really listening to our bodies. We've talked about this for 6-7 years now. About you got to know your numbers.
You got to know your numbers.
You got to know your numbers. You got to know your numbers. You also got to see your primary care physician regularly. Okay?
Yes.
And again, you know what? There are times that the way medicine is being handled nowadays is a little bit differently than it used to be 30, 40 years ago. When you go into your doctor's office, you'd have a conversation. Now it's a little bit more difficult to do that.
Right.
Well, listen, you know what? You still deserve to have that conversation. If you got concerns and have questions that need to be answered, it is the obligation of your physician to answer those. And if you have a physician who doesn't feel that they don't want to take the time to do that, don't leave that physician until you have another physician.
Sure.
But you know what? There are other avenues. I'm not a big proponent of Google Doc because I think sometimes people tend to read too much into Google Doc. But listen, we're in an information age. So you know what? Your doctor is not necessarily the only one that can give you information, but your doctor typically needs to give you context. Someone who has some unusual abdominal pain, and then now they do a Google search and they're looking at pancreatic cancer and colon cancer and gastritis and all these other things, and then it's like, well, you just got a gas bubble. Okay, so again, you know what? It's important to take things into context, but we should always be moving forward and striving to be as educated as we can on as many things as we possibly can. Because when we're educated, people can't pull the wool over your eyes.
That's
right.
And people can't play you. They can't play you for short, so to speak. So, that is one of the primary reasons why we started this, right? We started this, 6-7 years ago with the idea that, listen, our community just doesn't understand health the way other communities do. Doesn't mean that our community is not intelligent.
Yes.
Doesn't mean that at all. What it means is that they're not being exposed to some of that medical language and some of these things, some simplicities, such as know your numbers. Make sure that, when you do go see your physician, have your questions. Don't walk in there, blank eyed. And then it's like, okay, well, I've got all of these questions. It's like, well, you know what? Your doctor's about to walk out the door. Sometimes you need to start the conversation off and saying, listen, I've got about 4 or 5 questions I need to have answered. So I need for you to kind of dial in and answer those questions. And then after that, you know what? If there are particular issues you have, then let's move forward. So, what we just need to do, the most important thing is you gotta know where you come from. We're children from the Most High God. Okay? We're walking around with the Holy Spirit in our bodies, and so we are endowed and we are equipped in ways that other people who don't necessarily have that relationship are. So with that being said, listen, I don't care who's our president. I don't care who is our who's in charge of the CDC. What? God is ultimately in control of all things. And man, mainly what we have to do now is we need to make sure that we're more educated so that we can help to protect each other.
Right. Let me ask this, because man, I've been to way too many funerals this year, last year, the year before.
It's been crazy.
And me, I just scared myself. I was sitting at home. I thought I felt something. I'm like, hold on for a minute.
I know.
So look, I'm at home. I'm sweating. I got the towel on my neck. I'm doing all that. I get to the doctor. They do all the different tests. They do an EKG. They scan me. They're going to say, brother, all you need to do is pass some gas. So all this time, I'm just a little bagged because a little bit of gas. Okay, I appreciate it. But it's amazing when you feel something funny, you can panic, you get to sweating because it felt like it was right here. I said, this is the big one. You know how I'm Fred Sanford. I was back in the Fred Sanford. Young people don't know about Fred Sanford.
We know about Fred.
About Fred. But nevertheless, it still made sense to go. And it's amazing how it's kind of like your car. Your car be doing something funny, and as soon as you get to the mechanic shop, it stops. And your body can do that something. I've been twitching for 2 weeks. And soon you get there, now you got to make it twitch. I'm like, Doc, it's been twitching, but I don't know what happened. But here's the thing I want to ask, because this is a thing for our community. 80% of heart attacks and strokes are preventable.
Correct.
90% of the funerals I've been to in my community has been a heart attack or a stroke.
Yep.
Why is 80% of these things preventable, and what people need to do?
Well, again, it gets back to our numbers. So the main culprits when it comes to strokes and heart attacks are, if you have hypertension or high blood pressure, you have a 4-time higher risk of having a stroke or heart attack compared to someone who doesn't have that.
Right.
So, when keeping your blood pressure on a regular basis, okay, and keeping that in a logbook so that you can actually take that to your primary care physician. Diabetes runs rampant in our community. Diabetes gives you a 2 to 3 time higher risk of having a stroke.
Sure.
Hypercholesterolemia, which essentially is just elevated cholesterol, and a lot of times, listen, you got elevated cholesterol. You know what you eat.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Now I'm looking in here at Chippers, and
don't do it. Don't do it.
And listen, I will be going to Chippers sometime soon because that food is off the chain.
Yes.
But listen, we in our community, we like our food salted. We like to have some seasoning. And listen, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you can't do that every day.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. We want to go in and get the seafood platter with all the salt and everything, and then we want to talk about I want a Diet Coke. Come on now. If you're gonna do all that, you might as well go ahead and get the full Coke.
Don't call me out like that.
Okay,
don't call me out. Don't call me out. Don't be turning on my street like that.
So let's keep it real. I think what we really need to do is, knowing that high blood pressure, diabetes, hypercholesterolemia, obesity, obstructive sleep apnea actually has a high risk. And, the number of us that, are getting nudged by our wives or getting nudged by our husbands and told you need to roll over because you snoring. Okay, well, listen, if you got a thick neck and you snoring, you likely have obstructive sleep apnea. So that needs to be investigated. Yes. So if we know what the risk factors are,
right,
then you know what, we can now do something about those risk factors. Right. So, when you're talking to your doctor, you need to know what is my blood sugar, what is my blood pressure, what is my cholesterol look like. So we can do a lot of preventative medicine. The best way to treat medical conditions is to prevent them. Yeah. Right. I mean, that's the cheapest way. It gives you more longevity of life. There's greater quality in your life when you do those things. So, but we as a people don't do a good job of that. We don't do a good job of preventative medicine. Yeah. We do a better job of kind of trying to get to restorative medicine. And listen, you know what? I live in a world where I see patients that come to see me who are having an acute stroke, and I can go in and I can try to pull a blood clot out of the brain and look at the pictures and say, wow, you know what? That was a great job. Thank you, God, for the work you helped me do. But the injury is the injury. Yeah. So you have to look back and, okay, well, this started 10, 15, 20 years ago. Yes. So, I may see you for a snapshot of 4 to 6 hours, but this actually started many, many years ago. Right. So we need to be better about the preventative element of medicine and just be more informed. Yes. Okay? Right. You know what? No doctor should be more concerned about your medical conditions than you are. You live with them. I've seen thousands on top of thousands of patients. And listen, I love all my patients, but you know what? I know when I go see the doctor, I'm more concerned about what's going on with my overall health and how can I take care of myself so that I can hopefully get back and make sure I can take care of my patients. So we just have to be much more proactive and be much more in line with trying to be more preventative.
Right. Hey, we're going to take
before we take this break, Fresh RX, I heard you mention about diabetes and knowing that, if you have diabetes and there are some things that you can do. I heard about this program that they're offering over at Crossover. Okay. Community Impact. They have a clinic over there, and they're actually offering a program called Fresh RX. Do you know anything about it? Have you heard much?
I haven't heard much about it.
Yes. Yeah. So what I understand is it is a program where they prescribe fruits and vegetables.
Right.
For you to go and purchase those things as a preventative. Right. So can you tell us just what that benefit is?
Yeah. Well, listen, you know what? The first medicine that we intake is food. Mm-hmm. There's a reason why we as a people of color have the health concerns that we have. Mm-hmm. Typically, the lion's share of us live in food deserts.
Yes.
So, if I'm going to McDonald's and Arby's and that's what I'm eating on. And now, listen, those institutions have now started to try to put together food options that are healthier.
Right.
But there's nothing healthier than eating an apple Or there's nothing healthier than having fresh fruits and vegetables on a regular basis.
Right.
So, since the food we eat is the first medicine we put in our body, the healthier the food that you consume, the better off you're going to be.
Gotcha.
Right. What we're going to do, Laura said on here, pills are not always the answer. No one should be on 5 medication. But what we're going to do, got to take a quick pivot because we got a huge thing going. But Doc, you can't leave.
Yes.
We got these people. We're going to do a quick 15-minute segment because there's a huge event coming up at the 36th. This event, so you're going to try to pull up?
I'm going to try to pull up.
You're going to try to pull up? You're going to try to pull up? Okay, y'all stay locked in. Coming up next, there's something coming up. If you have not heard about this event, you need to. But we got two.
They're about to hear about it.
Superstars live in studio, and I'm so excited to spend a little time with them. But y'all stay locked in on the Community Wake Up Morning Show. Coming up next, we got 2 special guests, and we'll be right back in the dark. Not going nowhere. We're going to 15 minutes. We're going to answer this that nobody should be on 5 medication. I know people on 20.
Hey, okay, listen, I got a question.
We're going to come back after that. Y'all stay locked in. Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. Y'all stay locked in. Coming up next, we got our special guest. There's a big live concert coming up this weekend, and it's free 99.
Yes.
And you cannot miss it. We'll be right back, y'all. Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the #1 choice for upscale events. From weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
This is what mornings are supposed to sound like.
Good morning, Charles.
What's up, Damali?
It's the Community Wake Up.
And keeping you connected.
Hey, we on.
Real talk.
Everybody's up and at it.
More action. All the time.
From 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up.
Weekdays.
With Charles and Damali.
Make sure you tune in. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. We live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on the historic Greenwood, y'all. We live here on NYCU.FM radio station where we play today's R&B and them throwbacks. We also live and syndicated locally on KBOB 89.9 FM where we get to tell our story our way. We also live on YouTube, the official World One Development News you can use. But you got the best seat in the house, my friend. We live at Grandma's table. We got breakfast. We got some family and friends just pulled up, some of our younger cousins.
Where?
We're going to talk about it. Damali, how you feeling on this hump day? What's up?
Feeling pretty good. It is always great to have the doc in the building.
Oh,
7 years running.
7 years running.
7 years
Talk about
running.
commitment.
Yes, that is commitment at its finest. All right, so we've got some other special guests in the studio. We've been telling you guys about a concert that is coming up this weekend at the 36th Street North Event Center, located 1125 East 36th Street North. It is going to be amazing. It is a free concert.
Free 99?
Yes, that's right. That's what I said. Free concert that's going to be happening. And we have the performers that are going to be the artists that are going to be here in studio. I'm so excited. It's always a great time when we see them out and about, and especially when we see them here in the building. So we want to let you guys know that on August 8th, this free concert is happening. It is going to open up at 7 a.m. with the awesome.
Did you say 7 a.m.?
7 p.m.
Talking about the community wake up on the show.
The wake up, not the wake up. 7 p.m. with O'Malley B. Yay!
What's going on, O'Malley? Welcome.
But the headliner is going to be none other than Miss Brunjay.
Yes. You guys.
Yes. So
Thank
we're
you.
excited to have you both in studio. So we'll go ladies first.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about who you are and what it is that you do.
Well, my name is Brunjay. I'm a creative.
Yes.
I sing, I perform, I dance, I have a band. I'm also a writer and a director and an actor. And I make my own costumes and just anything I can get my hands on that is creative.
Yes.
I like that. See, when I first seen her on stage, I didn't really know the level that it go to. Then she hit me with her hair. Bam. Oh, here we go. This is the community wake up. And I was in there the rest of the evening. So nevertheless, if you want to see something, if you want to see a real show, if you want to see real professionalism, if you want to see a gift from God.
Oh, preach.
Right.
Talk about it.
Where are you from?
I was originally born in Detroit.
Detroit, the Motor City?
The Motor City. All my family's there. That's where I'm from. So my parents are there. I'm first generation in my family Tulsan. So we moved out here when I was like 2 years old.
Okay.
So I definitely consider myself to be a Tulsan, but Detroit got me here.
Yes.
Yeah.
What school did you go to?
I went to Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow? Okay.
You're going way over there.
Since like the third grade, I was repping the east side at first.
Yeah, okay. East side.
On the east side.
Yeah.
And then we
to the
moved
burbs.
out to the burbs.
Yeah.
When I was about 7 or 8 years old and started school out there and graduated from VA high school.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
O'Malley B, where you from? Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Yes.
My name is Damali B. I'm a singer-songwriter.
I know.
Piano player, saxophone player,
Yes.
Organist, you name it, I do it. I can't dance like Brandon.
I know, right?
And I just graduated from college. I went back to school.
I saw that.
Yes, congratulations. What degree?
It's called Enterprise Development.
Enterprise Development. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, so I had to go back and get it.
Yes.
And have my beautiful little daughter over here.
I know, looking just like you and her mama all at the same time.
Yes, I love that. I love that. So she came to work with you today.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I love it. So we have the opportunity, and I'll tell people, we talked about this a little bit when it was happening. Right? Because we got the community involved with voting for, for Tulsa to be a part and to receive this grant. So we talked about the Levitt Block Concert Series.
Right.
For those of you who don't know what it is a multi-year matching grant opportunity that activates underused public spaces across multiple neighborhoods within a town or a city through the joy of free music and just live music, free and live music. So that's what it is, and that's what it has been. And of course, Tulsa, there are not very many cities that actually get it.
Right.
And I can remember Ed was on and Ed told us about it, and I did not write it down, so this is on me. But there were a number of folks that applied for this grant, and of course, we were in the small few that actually got it.
That's right.
And then we got the grant, and all 5 districts of our city were able to get grant money.
Yeah.
So not only did the Phoenix district, which is the concert that you guys are going to be performing
Right.
at. But Global District got they're going to be doing a concert, and I think they're doing 2 concerts if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Route 66 Main Street, Historic Greenwood Main Street, which Charles is on that board, and Kendall Whittier also are doing concerts. So basically what's happening is those concerts are happening in every quadrant of our city. The goal is for people from the Global District to come over to the Phoenix District.
Okay.
There you go.
People in Phoenix District to go over to Main Street, to Historic Greenwood District. So we want people to go, community members to visit all of the different concerts. They're free. Just come out, bring your lawn chairs, sit down and chill. Right? It's what we want you to do. So I am excited about this concert because there is such great talent in Tulsa.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And you two are the epitome of the great talent.
Right.
How excited and how important is it? And I'm going to ask each of you the same question for you to be a part of this concert series. Branjay, we'll go with you first.
I'm thrilled. First of all, I think that's what it is about, is community, at least in the way that I move in the world and the way, me being Aquarius.
Yes.
I'm always thinking about the bigger picture, my neighbors, the community, how we can work together during this time where we are in the world, in the United States. I feel like community is what we need more than anything. It's what we're going to be leaning into now. We're going to be needing our neighbors and needing our families and needing to be together. And so, an event like this is excellent because music is the very avenue that brings people together.
Yes.
And then also free.
Hey,
right? Like I hear free, I'm rolling in.
I'm in there. Yeah.
I'm in there.
Yes.
So, I love this idea of community and blending the communities and bringing the communities together by having these concerts in different districts. And I'm just honored. It's a complete honor to even be included or to be in that list of names that are performing next to Damali B. He is a Tulsa legend. Truly.
Yes.
And we're so thrilled. I'm excited.
Right.
Yes. And
Throw it to me. I'm ready.
Same thing. Come on.
yes.
All right, so I'm happy, number one, because a lot of people don't know this. When I was, younger, starting off, I was watching Branjay perform.
Wow.
Really?
He's always my favorite performer.
Yes.
Don't tell him what age.
No.
Tell him the age. I'm out here blending in.
I don't know the age.
Okay.
But like one of our first shows I saw her was at Retro.
Okay.
And like she ran down her whole album and her story behind it. And I was like on top of the writing, on top of the creating. I was like, this is one talented woman. Yeah, I mean, it was like, and I just locked on every show that she had available. I could come to, I could come. So like it's an honor.
Yeah.
And then 36th Street Event Center. I love this place. I saw what y'all doing in the place, the new development y'all did with it. And I was actually in music class, my studio engineering class, when I got the email from Ed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that.
You see an email from Ed, you be like,
Shout out to Ed.
because
Shout out to Ed.
We got some.
Exactly. So we are going to be doing this concert, and it is a community effort. So there are so many people that are involved in making this event happen. How does that make you feel to know that this many people are entrusting you guys to bring this entertainment to our community?
And I feel great. I think, for me with discernment, you just know, like when they said Brenda is gonna be here, I just automatically, I was like, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we work together, so we just know, like it's just like I said, they picked the right people.
Yes.
Sometimes you just know. Charles and Damali, like, good time.
It's a party.
So,
it's a party. Yeah.
We going up. We gonna get a selfie like this.
Exactly.
Selfies
are coming. Absolutely.
Somebody said, Charles, let me take the picture. He was like,
no, I got this.
I
love it.
That is so funny. Yeah.
That's great. I mean, honestly, I feel like one small part of it, and I know that's crazy to say when you're like, oh, you're headlining this huge event, but like I feel like I'm just one small part of it. It's so many people doing the work on the back end. Ed,
I know.
I've got an agent, Amira, that's been like handling all the details. Shout out to Amira. Like the vendors and people involved in the community and making this happen. It's more than just me getting up stage doing the part that I do.
Yes.
Right. That's 75, 90 minutes, of my time that I'm doing on the stage. But to prepare it takes hundreds and hundreds of hours and focus and collaboration. And so I'm just honored to be a part of it, to make this thing move, put this thing in the community and see how it could be beneficial.
Damali, I always think about this. You know how sometimes you can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be different. So you go learn a skill, you go learn a talent, it becomes a gift. But when you the gift, when you the talent, you know what I mean? You've been singing in front of your mama and daddy TV and doing that, but you literally are the gift. Then you got to figure out how to monetize yourself.
Yeah.
How is that process of like, man, wait a minute, I'm the gift. When I wake up and look in the mirror, I'm the gift. How am I going to monetize this? Because a lot, I know, isn't that something? Yeah, because here's the thing. When I look at a LeBron or something, sometimes God just gives you a gift like, I am the gift. How is that going through life trying to figure out how to monetize that? Yet you still humble, you love people, but this thing God gave me, it's a value to it because my braids look like they look for a reason. It's going to cost something.
Yes.
But how does that feel when God made you the gift?
I feel like we all are a gift. I know that sounds like super cheesy and cliche, but it's true.
It's true.
You know, like some people's gifts look different. And I just so happen to have a talent and a gift that puts me in front of people. Right. I really, I don't know. It almost makes me a little uncomfortable being like, I'm the one, you know, like, it's not like it's really just, you know, existence and life and God and energy that is allowing all of this to exist, and I'm just doing what comes natural to me. Where someone else may look at that and be like, wow, you're so gifted and you're so talented, but for me it is just natural. I've been dancing and singing, you know, my mom's girlfriends would come over like, man, come out and do the routine, you know. So it is like second nature.
Right. Yeah. Like
routine, me and my brother.
Let me ask this then. Well, same question for you. When you're the gift.
Yes.
I heard Bernie Mac say, the late great Bernie Mac, he said, anytime you got the mic, you got some responsibility.
Yes.
And whether that's to make somebody feel good, make somebody feel welcome, you know what I mean, make somebody feel like they're part of the community, that's your responsibility. Like, hey, you can see somebody over there that might not have a good day. You call them out on the mic, be like, hey, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yo, give me a little, you know what I mean? Yo, so like, for me, I think it's, also fun, but we are also tasked as like, we're entertainers and performers. So when we see it, it's like, okay, cool. You got some responsibility. Hey, sometimes you be seeing couples going through it. You be like, man, shout out to all the couples. Like, y'all look good together. You know what I mean? It's like, like, this song is dedicated to y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, to reel them back.
That's a responsibility, I think. You know what I mean? And like, God, he gave you the eye to see it, the heart to discern it. And you be like, okay, cool. Let's turn this thing around. You know?
Right.
And, and you can see it like, so, and then just one little quick story is that, we were shooting my video called Come On Up.
Yeah.
And
who was?
Me and Ray J.
Okay.
Me and Ray J.
Let them know. There
you go. So this is my first time shooting. Like, Ray J shot a lot of professional videos and stuff like that. So I don't got no game plan. I don't got nothing. So like,
there's no shot list.
Right. She's like, where's shot be at? And I was like, what? She was like, the bulbs up here are dusty. It's like, they don't got no bulbs up here. I was like, somebody said, go to Home Depot and grab like 5 of these. So like, I don't know what's going to, the floor dirty. And she getting her makeup done. She was like, all right, so what do? I forget to tell her that there's dancers there. So this is the talent and the gift part. She watches the dancers and the gift, like she watched the dancers and she picks up the routine. I'm talking about within 20 minutes. I'm talking about and just effortlessly flow through. That was probably one of my funnest video shoots. If you watch it, I mean, like the B-roll footage. I mean, it is just a great time. People was drinking. They was coming for like a video shoot, but like people left drunk.
It was a party.
Yeah, it was very much a party. And like, it just speaks to the gift. Like she just saw I didn't have a plan. She didn't make me feel better.
Like, I'm gonna help you, brother. I'm gonna get you a plan together.
What I love about them, you see now you gonna get even so much more than just music.
Yes.
You got people that
Real
love
life.
each other,
Yeah.
that love community,
Yes.
that love family,
Yeah.
and it makes it feel different, and it comes through.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Hit the mic. And what I love about y'all too, I'm gonna pass it to Damali because I know she got a question. This is when you know you got a gift or a talent. You at a festival and you walking around and people leave. And I'm gonna go get something to eat right now to the headline to get. You know how people do.
Yeah.
But both of y'all, I've been somewhere before I knew y'all, and be walking and be. You hear somebody hit the mic, you be like, oh,
yeah,
man, who is that? And then you see people that have never heard you coming to. How does that feel as an artist to know? Because I watch both of y'all. They make eye contact. When you get that on, he look at you.
Yeah.
He gonna, Brian J gonna look at the kids, and
Yes.
you know the connection to the
Engagement,
audience
yeah.
and the engagement. What is that like when you hit stage? What are you doing when you're trying to make sure you bringing everybody in? Who want to go first?
I'm just in the zone.
So y'all both do it.
I don't know. Like I be in the
know you're in the
zone.
zone.
Yeah, it's like a different expression of myself. I know that sounds weird, but like I'm in a zone. Like I don't know. And I'm constantly scanning my audience. I'm trying to feel the vibe.
Yes.
That's the first thing I always ask is how's the vibration? How's everybody feeling and thinking and like in the space?
Right.
But yeah, I just be in the zone. Like
Yes.
I'm zoned in on people. I feel like I can see everything. I feel like I can hear every conversation.
Yes.
Like I'm just very in tune while all the things are going on.
Yeah.
So it's pretty funny. People come up to me and was like, "I was at your show. Did you see me?" Yeah, of course I did.
Right.
Yeah, like you on the stage, you can see everybody. I'm just tuned in. I
Yes.
can see most people. So I really like to take my energy, shoot it out to the audience. They return it.
Yeah.
It's just a big exchange of community energy, and it's beautiful and love and light and like feel good. Who doesn't want to feel good?
Absolutely.
That's it.
For me, it's like that wow factor. Like like you can be, like having a good time and you hear their voice, you're like, oh.
They're right there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That for me, like it feels good because as artists, like a lot of times you doubt yourself sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes you might go through a dry spell. You like, do I still got it?
What am I even doing up here?
And when you a man, you be like, let me just do 25 push-ups. If I can't get to that 25, then I'm losing right
When
there.
you a woman,
gotta test. When you a woman, you gotta do something right.
Yeah. Yes.
And then you see their return, and people like, hold on, come on, let's come back. You see like people gathering. So like for me, it's just like a testament. Like like it's you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yes, your gift.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So we have been talking about this morning with the doc about taking care of yourself, knowing your numbers, and all of that. Of course, when you're an artist, then you are your brand, right? So what you look like matters, right? How do you, and a question for each one of you, what do you do to make sure that you are presenting your best self mentally, spiritually, and physically to the community?
Oh my gosh.
Are you right on?
Like you.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready. I
You
got
ready
this.
for that?
I
Look at Make them say, let them know.
Make 'em say.
First off, I should say that my number one priority in my human existence in life, my personal number one priority is my health.
Yes.
That's
And Doc will love that. You see, he's over there like, yes.
It is actually my health. And I made that commitment to myself earlier this year in January as a New Year's resolution because I was working like myself into the ground.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
And and for years,
Yes.
just like overworked, doing too much, not
Yes.
taking care of my body, not taking care of your mental health is also part of your health.
Yes.
And so I focused in on that. And so I made my health journey really my number one priority in my entire existence because I can't do what I do if I'm not healthy. I can't dance.
That part.
I can't kick my leg up. I can't, perform and have the cardiovascular health that I need to be able to dance and sing and perform. So yeah, I mean, I eat right, I exercise, I run, I lift weights, I take vitamins, I meditate, I read.
Yes.
I pray. I
Yes.
take care of my mental health.
That's good.
It's a lot. And remember, I was saying when we were walking over here this morning, at 7:45 in the morning, I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't usually leave my house until 11.
Yeah.
Because in the morning is like my self-care time. That's when I do all my exercising and my sweating out and grounding, going outside my bare feet, and putting my feet in the earth and connecting to earth and God.
Yes.
That's where I do all my journaling and my writing and a healthy meal. So it's so important to what I do or what I want to do in my life that my health has to be my number one priority, and not just
we done
physical.
Totally disrupted your whole morning.
The morning I'm off. I'm still puffy a little bit. I'm still a little swollen.
Right? Yeah,
but it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna get outside today.
Yeah.
And I love what you said, because you like, man, by the time I hit that stage, I want to be my best self.
Yes,
I want to be
version.
mentally, physically, emotionally, physically. I want everything, because I got to give y'all what I got.
Yeah, I'm putting my energy on people, the spirit on people. Like you put in your energy, it's got to be pure and the best that I can get it. I don't like to get up there like, having an argument with someone or something in my spirit that ain't right, or just got mad, like it just, those shows just don't go well. So I try really hard to focus in and just be my best self, because I'm putting spirits on you, putting energy out.
Right.
Yes. You're speaking. That's those are spirits. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's important to me. It's number one.
O'Malley.
I'm trying to do a Charles. You know what I'm trying to do?
Trying to get slow.
I'm walking around.
Yeah, wow.
I love it.
So,
yes.
I didn't know you do all this. I think that's great. I'm learning some more things. What I personally do, I do go to the gym. Yeah, I work up at we call it YMCA. I do pray. I do devotionals. I've learned how to write. And sometimes I have a problem with being consistent with how I write. You don't want to see how you feel on paper,
right?
Also, that is going through your mind. I'm like, yo, I feel tired of that. I
don't want to write today. Yeah. That's me. I'm with you. Yeah. That journaling stuff.
That's a tough. Okay, let's get to the real deal. Let's get to, because we keep y'all forever. Okay, we got something big coming up this Saturday, August the 8th at the 36th Street North Event Center. Y'all creating this thing. What you think about it? How you feeling? The people, local, national, internationally, what can they expect from each one of you?
They're gonna expect some love. Some good music.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Some nice twisted songs.
Yeah.
Some saxophone, some singing.
Yeah.
And just a vibe.
That's what I was gonna say. A vibe.
There you go.
Where's my vibe at? Like, I love a good vibe. Oh my gosh, a good vibe. It's you too, O'Malley. Like, it's gonna be an excellent evening. Like, we've been worried about it being too hot. It's going to be at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Sun's going to be going down. It'll be in the evening. There'll be food out here. There'll be community out here. There'll be a lot going on. I got my girl coming out. She's going to be at my merch table. I hope you're bringing some merch or something to share, giveaway.
Don't say you didn't think about that.
Don't say you didn't think about it. Just make it happen.
Yeah, I got a couple
more days.
So hold the large and the medium.
Hold the large and the medium.
Large and the medium.
But yeah, it's gonna be an event for everyone. Bring the babies out. Bring grandma, grandpa out. It's gonna be free. Like, there's really no excuse. Saturday night, come on.
There's no excuse not to come to this concert.
That's right.
There's going to be a kid zone. We're going to have cooling station. I mean, there's going to be food. He said, are we? He's like, are we?
And the thing, all the community partners, the supporters, people that's given to that. Like you said, this is what community is going to feel like. I'm going to be over in the kids zone.
You're going to be the kids
and
zone.
right by the food.
You are too big.
I was like,
Roger's like, you a little bit too big.
And I love the night under the stars too.
Yeah.
You're going to go from when the sun is up where it's going to have to set and it's going to be. Imagine that. So you're going to transit. Yeah, look at it. Look, she ready. You see her like, ooh, I got something for you.
I'm a little jelly.
You're the perfect spot. You're the perfect spot.
Yeah. So before we let y'all go, let people know where to follow you, your platforms, things you got coming up, new music you got, whatever it is you want all these 1,000 people to know about you and what you got going on.
Oh, great. You can follow me at Branjae, BRANJAE, one word, Branjae Music, all social media platforms. What I got coming up, I have a film that just did its first screening.
How did it go?
It was so great. We had a sold out theater.
Awesome.
Amazing
we
response.
Announced it, too.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you so much.
Oh,
yes.
So we got Master of Ceremony that just screened. We're going to be hitting the festival run with that. And then I'm going to release an album also titled Master of Ceremony. That's going to be the soundtrack to the film. And so, I've got a lot of work towards that project. I've got some cool gigs coming up. So you can follow on social media or check out my webpage at brandjmusic.com.
And let's do this before we switch over to Damali B. Top 3 places that you have performed.
Oh my gosh, the Apollo Theater.
The Apollo Theater.
New York City.
New York.
Yeah, New York City. That's the top. I guess both my New York shows were really great. So playing in New York City was amazing. And then opening for Tank and the Bangas was probably another really good one.
Yeah. That's good stuff right there.
Yeah, that was
because when you get to New York, the Big Apple, this is it.
It's my favorite city to perform.
I know. Because New York got a whole different kind of energy.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe in New York. Damali B, man,
your turn.
What you working on? How can people follow you? What is your top spot that you perform?
3 spots. I'm gonna say Boston, Harvard College.
Oh yeah.
The Gym Theater in Kansas City.
Okay.
And
say my birthday party.
Your birthday party.
Your birthday party. Wow, I made the list. That's crazy.
So how can people follow your work?
Okay, you can follow me on O'Malley B, OMALEYB. That is OMALEYB. O'Malley B. And then if you want to book, it is booking OMalleyB@gmail.com.
Yes.
And the number is 918-800-1270. It's 918-800-1270. I just want to thank y'all so much. Y'all want to give all praise out of the guy, the head of my life.
Yes.
I'm going to give him the praise, man. So I wouldn't be able to do this without your guy.
Yes, Lord.
Okay. Yes. Don't start.
She can even get lower.
Straight up into the air.
Yes. We have some worshipers up in here. Okay, so if you want to get information about all of the concerts that are happening in and around Tulsa, you can go to musicmovestulsa.com to be able to figure out when all of the other concerts are coming up. As we said, this one is happening this coming Saturday at 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at the 36th Street North Event Center, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Want to give a huge shout out to Bank First, Cherokee Nation, Ashley Grant, who is the city council for the Cherokee Nation in our district, Capitol Homes, the Brute Hotel, the Phoenix District, of course, and O'Malley B and Ronjay. Yes, we are so excited. Thank you so much for coming into the show. And we will see you on Saturday.
And if you didn't know, we're going to be the MCs.
Oh, yay. I didn't know.
Yeah, we're going to play Vibe, the song by Vibe. You got it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I love it. Let them know.
Let them know.
Okay.
Let them know.
Anyway, well, love y'all. Make sure y'all pull up this weekend. We're going to have a great time.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much for coming in. We love y'all.
Of course, we love you
Can't
too.
wait to see y'all. We're going to do this thing on Saturday.
Yes,
y'all better
honey.
pull up local, national, international. All roads lead to the 36th
Right here.
North Event Center.
Bring your lawn chairs. Bring your blankets. It's going to be an outside event. There is no inside. So make sure that you are well prepared for that. We will have watering stations so that you guys can have, things to drink. Because we want to make sure that you stay hydrated, because we do not want Dr. Furdu coming over here
to
having a conversation with us.
And there's only one person that's already here in the parking lot, and that's Ed.
That's Ed.
Y'all see that video?
Ed's in the parking lot.
He's already in the parking lot because he want to make sure he get a good seat. That was a great video. We're going to share that on today. Y'all be blessed. Have a good day. Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. We'll be right back. The doctor, he's coming back, because somebody said nobody should be on 5 medications. We're going to see what he got to say about that. Coming up next. Y'all stay locked in.
The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system. 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the #1 choice for upscale events. From weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development. EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the #1 choice for upscale events. From weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
This is what mornings are supposed to sound like.
Good morning, Charles.
What's up, Damali?
It's the Community Wake Up.
And keeping you connected.
Hey, we on.
Real talk.
Everybody's up and at it.
More action. All the time.
From 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up.
Weekdays.
With Charles and Damali.
Make sure you tune in. Hey, welcome back to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. We're here live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on the historic Greenwood. You're locked in on NYCU.FM radio station where we playing today's R&B and them throwbacks. We also live, local, and syndicated on KBOB 89.9 FM. Uncle Bobby over there with the green eyes with the shades on. We appreciate you out there over there, Uncle Bobby. We also on YouTube, the official World One Development News. You can use Damali.
Yes.
Molly B. Brian J. What's up?
Yes, I am so excited about Saturday. We are going to have a blast. If you are in anywhere near North Tulsa, then you should be at this free concert.
Yeah.
Because we are going to have a blast between Charles and I and our shenanigans.
Oh, man.
And
we're going to be on the stage all night.
Total
we got
shenanigans. Yeah, we
got outfits. We're going to be changing. We done worked on all the line dances.
Listen.
We've been drinking our water and Gatorade.
We ready.
And all that stuff.
We up in that thing.
You gonna be ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so now here's the thing. We had them come in on a Wednesday because it don't matter if you from Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, Missouri, you got time to get here. It's a free concert. Yeah. So all you got to do is get your Airbnb or get your hotel. Everything else is free. Grab everybody. You can be the uncle of the year, the auntie of the year.
Yes.
That. Come on and hang out. Damali and I would love to see y'all here at the Wake Up. And of course, they are going to put on an absolute show.
Listen, sold out is going to be the food truck that's going to be in the parking lot. Man, that is one of my favorite food trucks. Yeah. They have those bulk. Listen, Dr. Perdue, we have to fall off every time we see them.
Man,
I mean, it
Doc,
is so good.
You will understand. Just pray for us.
Yeah, just pray for us.
Hey, you got a plan for it.
Yeah. But then we're going to go over to the crossover gym and we're going to work it out.
See, Doc, he said,
got a plan.
See what he'll do right when you bite the rib, he's going to be watching. It seems like he always watches. Doctor,
it'll be like this.
Hey, that's okay. I might be right there taking that bite.
Hey, okay, before we had them come in, Doc, Laura said something that was really important. She said nobody should be on 5 medications. But as a doctor, as a physician, what is your response to that?
Well, listen, it's an easy thing to say that, how many medications you should be on. But the question is, how many medical conditions do you have?
Oh,
right.
Well,
so listen, if you're someone who has not necessarily been as proactive with your health care, and you're known now, you have poorly controlled hypertension, and you've got diabetes, you've got hypercholesterolemia, and you've got a variety of other medical conditions, you might need more than 5. So, the notion that, well, I'm not going to take 5, all we doing is hurting ourselves. But that doesn't necessarily mean if you are on, let's say hypothetically, you're on 10 medications right now.
Right.
That doesn't mean that the goal can't be within the next 6 months to a year to be down to less than 5.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so that means that, okay, now we have to get
on,
get on an exercise program. I got to make sure I know my numbers. I got to make sure that, I'm eating and drinking appropriately. I'm doing the things I need to do. It's very easy to kind of look at life in a snapshot and say, hey, well, I'm on 12 medications. You know what? That's not right. Well, listen, you've done that to yourself to some degree. Some of the decisions that you have made have been poor decisions. Sure. You knew they were poor decisions, and you made them anyway.
Yeah.
So, the notion that, okay, well, hey, you know what? This is too many medications. Okay, well, let's develop a plan.
I like that.
Try to get your
dial them back.
Dial your medications down. You know what? If you go from being, 50 pounds overweight to being 10 pounds overweight, now your blood pressure's better.
Right.
Now your blood sugar's better. Now you maybe, instead of being on 2 or 3 blood pressure medications, now you're now only on 1. Okay, so you're down 2.
Yes.
Now your blood sugar's under better control. Instead of you being on 2 medications for diabetes, now you're only on 1. So you can work your way down. The challenge is, particularly for people that are really overweight, is the fact that just getting up and moving around puts so much stress on your joints and stress on your heart that sometimes it's hard to peel that weight off. But listen, that's where aqua aerobics comes in.
Yes.
Right.
That's where getting in a body of water where, the buoyancy of the water will unload your joints. So that may allow you to work out in a pool of water for a period of time. And then as you cut weight, now you can do more things on ground, or you can ride a bike, or you can do a rowing machine. So, that's one of the challenges in our community, is that sometimes we look at things with a very narrow lens. If you need 10 medications, then take your 10 medications.
Right.
But okay, that doesn't mean you can't have a plan to try to get yourself down off of some of those medications by being healthier.
Let me ask you this, Doc. Even when somebody says that, so what is maybe some misperceptions about medication? Because a lot of times people say that because you don't know what you don't know. But tell us, the people, why is it a good idea, of course, when your doctor prescribes your medication? That's number 1. But let me say this number 2, because this sounds like me. You come in with your beetroots, you come in with your vitamin C, you come in with all these natural things that you want to do, and you just drop it in front of the doctor. Doctor, I'm on all this. Can I do all this first? Yeah. But as a doctor, you can look at all of some of the preventative stuff, some of the natural stuff you can do. But I know you're trying to get people numbers to a point sooner. Yeah. How do you balance out? People want to do it all naturally versus, no, we need to go to this route to get your numbers. Well, I need them to be so that I know you're okay.
Well, the challenge with natural elements is the fact that, we don't have a whole lot of data out there that says that, okay, that if you're taking root extract,
right,
that may help your blood pressure, but does that take your blood pressure from 180 over 110 to 170 over 105? That's not good enough, right?
Right.
We need to get our blood pressure in kind of in the 110 to 130 over 60 to 80 range. That's what we're trying to get to. Pharmacological medications get you down faster.
Right.
Usually taking, different types of vitamins and minerals, because so many of them are naturally found in the body. There's not really a cross reactivity that's going to occur if you take a pharmacological agent, whether you're taking, Norvasc or you're taking labetalol or whatever it might be. One of the biggest challenges is that, sometimes patients get side effects. That doesn't necessarily mean that, maybe this isn't the medication for you, but there are other classes of medications that may find a different way of managing your blood pressure or your blood sugar that may work better for you. So that's where having a relationship with your physician is important, is because, hey, it's like, you know what, for men, particularly for African-American men, you know what, we pride ourselves on our libido. Okay. Our libido is very important. Sometimes beta blockers can squelch that libido. Okay. Well, the quickest way for a man to stop taking a medication is like, okay, well, I don't have the interest or the desire to please my wife.
Yeah. If the thrill is gone, the pill is gone.
There you go.
I can't stand him. Oh my God.
There you go. But again, listen, if you got high blood pressure, your blood pressure still needs to be managed. So it may be a matter that, okay, doc, this is a challenge for me. And so because this is a challenge for me, we need to look at other agents that may actually allow me to control my blood pressure, but still allow me to be as virile and have the same zeal that I've always had. When you have a relationship with your physician, you can have those kind of conversations. If it's a matter that your physician is just kind of talking to you and you're not having any interaction, then you feel like, okay, well, if this is somebody I don't have a relationship with, then why am I going to stay in this relationship? So to speak, right. So, as I said before, you don't leave a doctor till you have another doctor.
That's right.
So that behooves you that, hey, there's a little bit of prep that you need to do before you see your doctor. You know what? Have your questions squared away. When you're being asked about, okay, well, if I'm going to be started on these medications, doc, can we talk about some of the side effects?
Right.
Can we talk about those early so I know what I'm looking for?
Yes.
Sometimes when we go on Google Doc or you go into the FDR, some of these other type of literature and books that talks about different side effects, it gives you 300 different side effects.
Yep.
That doesn't mean that you're going to get all of those. And a lot of times people, I'm not going to have my head spinning around in a circle, spitting out green stuff. That's one of the side effects.
Right.
Listen, you know what? That happened, one time, and there may have been other extenuating factors that may have been involved in that. So, again, it's the most important person in the medical team is the patient. And so, walk in there with that confidence that, hey, doc, you know what, you're here to provide a service to me.
Yeah.
And you know what, let's have a relationship. Let's have open dialogue. If there's certain things that I'm not comfortable with, then I want to be able to express that to you. But the notion that, hey, you know what, I can't take more than a certain number of pills. Well, listen, if you spent the last 30 to 40 years putting yourself in that condition, then you need to take more than those 10 pills to manage those conditions.
Yeah.
Let's go to the live, Damali. I see Mr. Robert L. Caddy forever. And if there's one person gonna get you in shape and maybe get you off some pills, it's him.
Yeah,
what
him.
Is his question,
and
Damali?
I see Brandon Isham is on there too. And Brandon Isham,
let's get these questions on the live. Okay.
Let's see.
I see AJ got one, and then I see
what's up, AJ?
Okay, let's see. Let me just start here. Okay, so Chevis Miller says they're going to be here with the family at the event on Saturday, good so they're going to have a good time. Natasha Mitchell says Brian J Music.
Ooh.
They say bring your lawn chairs and have a good time. Laura Roberts said Saturday, 36th Street North, be there or be square.
Come on.
I love that. Let's see now.
I hope you guys are going to have enough room in your parking lot for all of this.
You know what? See, it ain't no cars in the parking lot.
Party. Okay. It's no cars.
So, it's just going to be people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just people.
We good. The cutoff is 1,500.
Yeah.
So if you can't get there within the first 1,500, that was on you. So you got to watch from the top of a building or something. That's your fault if you didn't get there. And you heard it first on here. So if you're listening to it now, then you definitely need to get here.
So AJ says, Doc, you are always on point because I went down from 271 pounds down to 214 pounds to this day.
AJ. Good job.
He said, thank you, Doctor.
See that? That's good stuff, right? We're in Arkansas too.
Yes.
That's
Bob Caddy says a comprehensive approach means all factors of the individual's part and current life are considered. We can only speak from providing proof of people healing, getting off the medication, and seeing the change in people's lives.
That's good stuff.
And that is good stuff. And so to your point, I asked you about the Fresh RX because I'd heard about it, but then I actually spoke with a young lady. We did a back to school event on Saturday, and there was a representative from Crossover Health. clinic, and she was telling me about the fact that she was diabetic and was taking insulin and got on this program through the clinic, and now she no longer takes insulin.
Amen.
That's through Health R, and it's a free program if you are diabetic.
Yep.
So I think that sometimes we don't know what we don't know.
And that's off 36th Street North in Peoria.
Right. So, and it is here in our own community, and it's free to those individuals who are currently diabetic. So some of these programs and things that are being offered within a community, if we're not taking advantage of it, then, we need to be doing that.
Absolutely.
Because if we want our health to be better, and if we want to not take 5 pills every day, then these are some of the things that we just gonna have to do.
Damali, here's the thing. I think everything we discussing all goes down to our theme of today, which is commitment.
Yes.
Commitment to your health, commitment to your relationships, commitment to whatever it is that you're doing. So I think it might be a good time to do the few. Let's just get into a little bit. You want to do the few? Have you did it?
Yeah, I've done
once.
Yeah,
a few of them.
He's done them.
How did you feel last time?
Well, I got gonged the last time.
So this is the deal. We're going to go over just a little bit because we started just a little bit late because of the technical difficulties. So, for those of you who have to hop off at 9:00, go right ahead. But for those of you who can stay,
give us 10 minutes.
Let's go ahead and play the Black Wall Street Family Feud. This is the commitment edition.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So, of course, today's theme is commitment because success isn't about how you start. It's about staying faithful to the journey.
Amen.
So we surveyed 100 people. We asked them these 3 questions and a bonus question. And I am going to give you the top 4 answers, A through D. There is no E. There is no all of the above. Okay?
Yeah, and Damali, you can't, if you want to know what she asked 100 people, she went to Hillcrest on yesterday because she knew the doc was going to be. So she went and asked 100 of his people to see. So if you don't get it right today, then he got to go back to his people.
Right.
And say, what were y'all talking about? Damali was running around the hospital asking y'all all these questions. So let's get the party started.
Right. Okay. And so your job is to pick out of the 4 answers that I give you. Your job is to figure out which one of them is the number 1 answer. Okay. So here we go. Question number 1. Name something that requires long-term commitment to be successful. Is it A, raising a family, B, owning a business, C, earning a degree, or D, building wealth?
If that's not all of the above.
Listen, I just gave
of all of the above.
Yeah, for sure.
I just said that.
But you went to Hillcrest yesterday.
There is no all of the above.
What you're saying, what did most of the 100 people say?
What did most of the 100 people say?
What we dealing with.
Was the answer to the question. Name something that requires long-term commitment to be successful. So is it A, raising a family, B, owning a business, C, earning a degree, or D, building wealth?
The longest commitment got to be the family.
Amen.
Okay, so you're gonna say family.
See how that reasoning with that?
Yeah, I see.
Doc, you with it?
Oh,
You
yeah,
with it?
yeah. There's nothing more important than building your family.
All right, Stephen, what you got? And click your thing over so I can. You going
Steve
with,
said I'm going
Laura
with the veterans. Steve like, yeah, I'm gonna go with that's all I'm gonna go.
He's going with old schools. Okay. Stephen says A. He going with y'all. Vicky says A. Who else got an answer? People being slow today with your answers. AJ says D. Yeah, AJ said we're going with the money. Uncle Brian says A.
AJ said he counting his dollars.
Yeah, he counting his dollars. He ain't got time for y'all.
He said the dollar's right, the family is right.
Right, exactly. Right? Cousin Pearlie says A. All right. Who else has an answer? Name something that requires long-term commitment to be successful. Is it A, raising a family, B, owning a business, C, earning a degree, or D, building wealth? Natasha says D.
Got Uncle Brian?
Yeah, Uncle Brian is in there. Okay, let's go ahead and do question with answer. Name something that requires long-term commitment to be successful. Is it A, raising a family, B, owning a business, C, earning a degree, or D, building wealth? Nobody got it right. The answer is B, owning a business. It says successful businesses aren't built overnight. They require patience, consistency, and dedication through both good times and difficult seasons. Success comes from staying committed over time.
Yeah, I want to challenge that.
You can,
I want to appeal that.
You can plug family into that also.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, if you're not,
it's a family business.
Right.
The family business. You hear that, Doc? It's the family business. Yeah, you think about that, huh?
Right.
My answer was the family business.
All right, question number 2. What helps people stay committed when life gets difficult?
Ooh.
Is it A, faith, B, a clear purpose, C, family support, or D, self-discipline?
You have to say self-discipline, then. Mm-hmm. I'm going with my faith, man.
I'm going with faith.
That's the only way I can make it.
Charles and Doc.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with faith.
Teresa says A. Steven says A.
Can you read it one more time? Because you just tricked all of us.
Pearlie says A. Hold on. Laura says A. Vicky says A. Richie says A.
Uncle Brian said Charles cursed us. I sure said it first.
Uncle Brian says A.
And I said it with so much confidence. Mm-hmm. Family.
Hey, you still right.
And I'm still right.
Yeah.
Family business.
Yeah, I don't know what those 100 people
right.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the question one more time. What helps people stay committed when life gets difficult? Is it A, faith, B, a clear purpose, C, family support, or D, self-discipline?
And that's self-discipline. Woo. It's between them two.
All right, let's see. Got any more answers? Let's see. Okay, Natasha, we waiting on your answer.
No, by the time you say question with answer, should be in there.
What helps? Question number 2. What helps people stay committed when life gets difficult? Is it A, faith, B, a clear purpose, C, family support, or D, self-discipline? Natasha says D. Once again, nobody got it right. The answer is B, a clear purpose. It says when you know why you're doing something, it's easier to keep going when challenges arise. Purpose gives you the strength to keep moving forward. Now, I would have to challenge this one as well.
Yeah, that's a challenge.
Because for me, I would say faith.
Yeah.
You know, but we're all believers. So you can tell who all the believers are. Amen. Because all of us
gonna go resorted
with the Lord. Yeah, we going with the Lord right off the bat.
Chat GPT.
Yeah. Right.
Chat GPT, you ain't gonna throw me off.
Right.
You ain't gonna make me miss my blessing.
Okay.
Oh, we might as well just start the show all over. We had everybody.
Everybody done got it wrong
double
so far.
zero. So
okay.
Come on.
All right. Question number 3. Which quality earns the trust of others over time? Is it A, honesty, B, consistency, C, respect, or D, dependability?
God, lead them all are cousins.
This is a tough one today. This was a tough one.
I'm going with consistency.
Charles says B.
But it sounds like all the other ones. Go ahead and read it again.
AJ said we all have 0.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on. Read it one more time. They all are like next door to each other.
Which quality earns the trust of others over time? Is it A, honesty, B, consistency, C, respect, or D, dependability?
Oh, it's all of them. That's tough. Respect yourself.
Steven, change your thing.
Man.
Yeah, I may have to go.
Mario said E. Now, Mario, we done talked about this.
I'm with you, Dr. Mario Choice.
Richie says A.
What's A?
A is honesty.
Man, honesty go a long way.
Uncle Brian says B.
But you know how people, you gonna respect me. No, I'm just playing.
Mom says B. Laura says A.
What's B?
B is consistency. That's what you said. Laura says A. Vicky says A. Natasha says A.
Doc, you see the kind of stuff I deal with every day. You see what I'm talking about? Every day I'm dealing with this. Nobody got it right. What? Wait a minute.
Pearlie says A.
We got 1 million people on here.
Steven, what's your answer? Doc, what you got?
That's a tough one.
I'll read it one more time.
Okay.
Which quality earns the trust of others over time? Is it A, honesty, B, consistency, C, respect, or D, dependability?
I'm going to go with B. But listen, you know what? I think to be a true leader, you need to have all of those qualities.
You got to have them.
You got to have all. Agree. What you say? You got B too?
And watch it be D.
Yeah. Mario, Dr. Mario. What's going on, Mario Choice? Rio C. He said C. I'm Rio C, and my answer is C.
This has to be a curveball. This is what AJ said.
It looks like one.
All right, here we go. Question with answer. Name something. No, where's my question? Which quality earns the trust of others over time? Is it A, honesty, B, consistency, C, respect, or D, dependability? Once again, nobody got it right. The answer is D, dependability. And Doc said it.
Doc, you said
it. Yes. People trust those who consistently do what they say they will do. Keeping your commitments builds trust.
Consistency and dependability is like virtually the same.
Exactly. Yeah.
You consistently come in, you can depend.
You're dependable.
That's the same thing.
And you're dependable.
That's why I was between
them. Yeah.
So we only down to one question.
One question. So, and it's worth 5 points.
Everybody get their therapist on the line.
Right.
Like, not only did I lose my whole community.
Right.
We questioning the whole community. What's going on?
Okay.
Thank God it's not the ACT test. None of us.
I know, right? Ain't nobody going. Okay. Bonus question.
Look, Natasha said, "Wow."
AJ is like, "Oh my God." Okay, here we go. Bonus question. Name something a community needs committed people to support. Is it A, youth programs, B, schools, C, neighborhood improvement, or D, local businesses?
Wow.
I'm like Natasha.
Yeah.
Teresa said, D, read that again.
Name something a community needs committed people to support. Is it A, youth programs, B, schools, C, neighborhood improvement, or D, local businesses?
I'm going to go with
Teresa
D.
said D.
You say D. I'm going D.
D.
Yeah, I ain't feeling confident. I'm going with it.
Charles.
But you need community supported.
What you got, Steven? Oh, and go back to your thing. Mama said D. Oh, A is youth programs, B is schools. Mama said D. Mario.
Cousin Brother said it looks like we're all winners in the losers category. See that, cousin? See how you gonna do that?
Burley
and I know she
A,
laughing and walking away.
D.
Look, I know Cousin President did Damali like this. That's what we do in Arkansas. We just wave it like, man, nobody got it.
Right. Laura said D. Richie said D. Steven said B. Natasha said D. Mario said money makes the world go round.
Yeah. Hey.
Uncle Brian says A. Okay, so here we go. Question. Okay, the bonus question. Name something a community needs committed people to support.
So whoever get this
Gary
one,
said D.
they got all the we all the winners. All you had to get was one right, the bonus.
Right. Okay. So name something a community needs committed people to support. Is it A, youth programs, B, schools, C, neighborhood improvements, or D, local businesses? Pearlie and Uncle Brian are correct. The answer is A. Youth programs. When adults consistently invest in young people, the entire community benefits for generations. Today's commitment to our youth builds tomorrow's leaders.
Out of all people, Uncle Brian had to win. Like anybody out of all the people on planet Earth, out of everybody that the Lord loved, he chose him to get the crown.
It says the success of Black Wall Street was built on commitment. Business owners remain committed to serving their customers. Teachers remain committed to educating children. Doctors remain committed to caring for families, and faith leaders remain committed to strengthening the community. Even in difficult times, they continued building businesses, creating jobs, and investing in one another because they believed their work mattered. Their commitment created a legacy that still inspires the world today. So the bigger message is this.
Hold on. Everything about the answer is all about business. How we get to the kids?
That was what the 100 people chose.
Yeah. And where were they from? Hillcrest?
Hillcrest. Go talk to your people.
I need to go talk to them. Y'all need to be more faith driven.
Right.
Where's the Lord?
Get your life together.
Yeah, come on.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations, Uncle Brian. Congratulations, Cousin Pearlie. Y'all are the winners of the Black Wall Street Family Feud.
Yes.
I think we need to just go to upcoming events.
Let's just go to upcoming events.
And then, Doc, we'll come back to you 3 things to consider, things you need to do because the heat wave is here.
Oh, yes.
You know, so to keep from having a heat stroke, what you need to be drinking, doing, resting, whatever, because this heat wave is unforgiving.
Yes. All right. So tomorrow, our theme is going to be finishing strong.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
I had a producer to give us a little bit of music.
Oh, okay.
I don't like your voice now that I missed all those questions. Me and all my friends. So I'm listening to you, but I'm not really listening. But y'all listen because people say there's not things going on in the community, and there's plenty of things going on for your family to help you move the needle. What? Because health is wealth.
Yeah.
But then, hey, we trying to build generational wealth at the same time, right?
Listen. So AJ says. No, Pearlie says, don't be a hater, Charles.
I'm trying not to be a hater.
Richie says, I'm 0 out of 4.
I know. Richie, you know, he be hitting grand slams. He like today.
Mario said, public education has failed us.
Man.
Let's see. Who else? Oh, Vicky says, I love the youth. AJ says, congratulations, Pearlie and Uncle Brian. Uncle Brian says, congratulations, Pearlie and me. Charles is out again.
I know, look, 3 strikes you out. I got 4 strikes. I'm just swinging and missing at every. Gave me an extra swing.
Okay.
And I still missed.
And Mario said, and I work with kids.
And me too. Your whole Youth and Family Fun Center. The kids probably like.
Oh, Lord, this is so funny.
All right,
okay.
Get your pen and pad out because we got some very important events coming up and you need to know about it, you and your family. If you don't mind, click that arrow to share this live video with family and friends because we covered a lot of great information.
Okay, so we've already told you about August 8th, the Levitt Concert Series at the 36th Street North Event Center, 1125 East 36th Street North, featuring O'Malley B and Bron J. Bring your lawn chairs. This is sponsored by the Phoenix District, Bank First, Cherokee Nation Businesses, Ashley Grant, Tribal Counselor for District 5, Capitol Homes, and the Brute Hotel.
It's going down, y'all. We're going to be on the stage with MC in this event. We're giving everybody a shout out. You get a shout out and you get it. Look, as soon as you come into the parking lot, we got you.
We got the shout out. AJ said Queen Damali killed us today.
She sure did.
Okay, don't forget, August the 10th is the deadline for your absentee ballot request. So if you're not going to be able to vote in the election on August the 25th, make sure that you request your ballots prior to August the 10th. The Oklahoma Eagle is hosting District 1 Candidate Forum. It's going to be August the 11th at 5:30 p.m. at the Oklahoma Eagle located 101 East Archer. And so make sure that you are there to ask your questions and to participate in the forum.
You know what? I have never been to the Oklahoma Eagle.
I have been there a couple times. I went to go pick up some eagles, before.
And let me tell you, this District 1 council race is getting hot. It's smoking the city. Doc, you need to come and check on them because the blood pressure is going up and all that kind of stuff. Shots are being fired.
Yes.
Hopefully at this one, we can, because all we really want to do is hear your platform.
Where's your platform?
Hear your background and hear what you're going to do. What you're saying about the next person, that's really unimportant. But at the end of the day, we just want to know what you're going to do for the city.
Yes.
To make sure that our community is better in North Tulsa. So that's really all we want to know.
Yeah. Absolutely. The Spreading Hope Back to School Bash is happening August the 15th. And let me just say this, shameless plug, we need school supplies.
And let me say this, we need some donations because I'm out of money. I ain't got no more money, y'all. 1,200 backpacks with supplies,
that's a lot.
Food, watermelon.
That's a lot.
We got 69 vendors.
I think we have
all the big trucks.
About 300 backpacks that we need school supplies in.
How many we got right now? About 150?
No, we have about 400. We have 400.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're doing good. We're on the way. But we still need supplies to put in the backpacks.
Hey, after the show, holler at me.
Okay, gotcha. We will do that. So it's going to happen on August the 15th from 11 o'clock a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. at B.S. Roberts Park at 901 North Greenwood Avenue. There's going to be free food, games, backpacks, school supplies. And in addition, there's going to be free CPR, IEP, 504, youth development, and disability rights classes. So, and that's going to happen compliments of Langston University with them providing us the space. So we appreciate that. Ramal, the Hometown Heat, is going to be the MC and DJ. Registration begins at 8:30. Steph Simon, the Carver Pom Pom team, McLean, and Central Cheer are also going to be on the stage for this event.
And we got a John Smoker and a John Grill. So it's going to be burgers and hot dogs and all that for the family, because we want y'all to get excited about education. Because Damali, we are ranked dead last in the United States, in Oklahoma, in education. And then in that education, in North Tulsa, we rank last of that last.
That's crazy.
So us as a community, we got a commitment. So we're doing what we can to give these kids. We got the superheroes out there. Spider-Man going to be out there. Wonder Woman, the Smurfs. You watched Smurfs back in the day. Oh,
the Smurfs are not. Gargamel is not going to be there.
Captain Caveman.
Oh my God.
They all go. Bring out everybody.
Okay, let's move right along. Moving right along to the next thing.
Give me that date again.
Okay, August 15th.
August 15th, Saturday, August 15th, and thousands of people come out.
Yes,
so we making sure we got
now that is true.
9 vendors. Yes. We got 9 big trucks. So IMSA, the fire department, the police department,
the bookmobile.
All of them are gonna be there, and
they'll be giving shots. They'll be doing immunization shots.
Yeah, everything you need to be ready and excited, along with entertainment, it's all gonna be there.
Yes, mental health, Skills on Wheels is gonna be there.
Skills on Wheels gonna be there. Yeah.
So early voting is August the 20th and 21st from 8:00 a.m. until 6:00 p.m. and then August the 22nd from 8:00 p.m. until 2:00 p.m. at 2 different locations. They're going to be, one is the Tulsa County Election Board, which has now moved to 12,000 East Skelly Drive. So that's basically 11th and Garnett. And then the Tulsa Tech Center at 4,000 West Florence Boulevard in Broken Arrow. The Tulsa Empowerment Network.
It's the one where you can get your money together.
Yeah. Their next convening is going to take place on August the 22nd at 9:00 a.m. right here at the 36th Street North Event Center, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. We will finalize who those people are going to be presenting on that day, and we will let you know next week so that you guys can make plans to be here. We're lining up some great things, and I think you guys will want to be there for sure.
Dr. Ferdu, at the last Tulsa Empowerment Network, we looked around the room. It was $50 million in the room.
Wow. Okay.
Doing contracts, exchanging. People left with $3 million contracts, $10 million contracts, schools getting the things that they needed. So we telling you guys, you got investors, you got entrepreneurs, you got builders, you got developers, all in one space. Once we start talking, well, I need this contract. They still doing this in the meeting.
Wow.
So whether you like local, national, international, come out to the Tulsa Empowerment Network. Big moves are being made.
Right. The Black Excellence Ball and Banquet presents the Johnny Ball Legacy Impact Community Give Back. It's going to be happening on August the 27th from 12:00 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. at Reed Community Foundation, located at 210 East Latimer Place. They're going to be offering free food, backpacks, school supplies, scholarship awards, free haircuts and braids for little girls, live DJ, and gift card giveaway.
Hold up. So I can go get a haircut, get my beard done, get food, get a donation, get a backpack.
Yeah.
I don't want to get no shot. I'm going to skip that part. I don't want no, I want everything else y'all got, but I'm going to skip over no needles.
No needles.
I don't even want to be in a section with the needles, but go ahead. Y'all better pull up. That's good.
Yes. So anything you need in order to get your children ready. And let me just say this, give a huge shout out to North Tulsa. Because we are stepping up. You've heard of the number of back to school events that we've been talking about. We just hosted one last weekend.
Right.
So if you don't have school supplies, if you don't have your immunizations, if you don't have resources to help you and your child have a successful school year, then that's shame on you, because all of these organizations are coming together to be able to provide these resources.
So be clothes and shoes
it's
and
all kinds
hats
of stuff.
and just come out.
Yeah, just come out, have a good time. There is back to school vendor invitation also happening August the 22nd. This is from 12:00 p.m. until 3:00 p.m. at Oasis Fresh Market, located at 1725 North Peoria. So if you are interested in being a vendor at their back to school event, then you can go to Oasis or hit them up on their website at oasisfreshmarkets.com and be able to register for that particular event as well.
And we hosting that event too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We outside, like we outside the whole month. Yeah, whoo, Lord. Okay, and then please, this is probably the most important announcement today. Is August the 25th is election day.
Right.
We need everyone casting your vote. We've already told you about this District 1 City Council. There are 5 candidates running for District 1 City Council. There are going to be plenty of forums that are going to be offered for you to hear the platform of each of these individuals. So make sure that you are doing your homework. We did a forum last week. It is still live on Facebook. We just put the camera on and just let it run.
Right.
So you can actually hear the candidates talk about their platforms. Charles talking about shots fired and all that. Just ignore that part. But let's look at and listen to the platforms of each one of these candidates.
Let me add this to Tulsa Dream Center, North Campus, back to school splash.
So man,
the backpack with some water on your face. Yeah. So it's going to be Saturday, August 29th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So it's going to be splash pad, foam pit, slip and slide, school resources, free backpacks with supplies. Child must be present, so you can't come get 5 backpacks talking about your cousins. So you got to be there, and that'll be the last one. And Damali and I are hosting that one too. So we showing up for the kids. Okay. We're gonna be outside. That's why Doc gonna have to give us some tips and you some tips because the heat wave is here.
Yes.
Go ahead, Damali.
Okay, so remember, if you would like to advertise your business or your event on our show, then you can go to nycu.fm and submit an inquiry. Somebody from our office will get back in contact with you. And as always, the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program belong solely to the host, Charles and I, and our guests, which we've had a lot of guests, Dr. Perdue, Branjay, and O'Malley B on the show today, and not necessarily to this station, affiliate, organization, committee, or other group or individual associated with nycu.fm or KBOB 89.9 FM.
Can I give you one more thing?
Yes.
Tulsa Park's back to school at Lacey Park Block Party. It's August 8th this weekend, actually from 11 to 2.
Okay.
And guess who's supposed to be hosting?
Don't you say Charles and Damali.
Yeah, Charles and Damali. Yeah. Shout out to 5
I missed a couple of memos, but okay.
Lacey Park.
We outside.
Partnership with that.
It sounds like y'all need to get cloned.
And he gonna be here Friday to verify we gonna be there. So we might have to hit the stage twice at Lacey Park early with the kids, and then the night under the stars with Branjay and O'Malley B. But here's the thing, y'all. It is extremely hot outside, Doc. We are so happy that our cousin came back today. It's been 7 years running strong. But Doc, man, what can people do to make sure their family, their seniors, their kids, babies can be safe as we deal with this heat wave?
Well, listen, the most important thing is to stay well hydrated, and well hydrated doesn't necessarily mean you start the day of the event. If you know that you're going to be outside, particularly as hot as it's been, it starts several days ahead of time as far as drinking a little bit more water. It's
at minimum, how much should you drink every day coming up?
Well, listen, you know what they say, 64 ounces of water a day is actually optimal, 48 to 64 ounces. So that's essentially 6 to 8 ounce glasses of water.
Okay.
You know what? If you try to sit down and drink all of them at one time, you're gonna feel like waterlogged. But you know what? If you spread it out throughout the day,
right?
It's important also to make sure that when you do go to these events, that you may want to bring a little bit of a cooler. There's things you can, whether you have Gatorade or have something that has electrolytes in it with a low amount of sugar. You know what? Pickle juice, pickles are good because the salt will help you to retain water. But start the process early. Don't just necessarily think that, hey, I'm going to start the day of, and I got a 6-pack of beer or a 6-pack of Coca-Cola that I'm going to put, in my cooler, and I'm going to drink that all day. Well, by the time you get to the end of the day, you're going to feel dehydrated.
Right. Let me ask you this, Doc. Heat stroke.
Yeah.
What's going on? Just in case somebody don't know.
Well, listen, you have heat stroke and you have heat exhaustion. Heat stroke essentially is when you stop sweating, and you can definitely have neurological symptoms associated with that, and usually the crux of heat stroke, exhaustion, prostration, any of those is that you're dehydrated and you're not able to regulate your temperature well. So instead of you being able to regulate and sweat and actually have that coolness bring your temperature down, you lose the ability to sweat. And that typically happens when people are not well hydrated.
Can you die from that?
Absolutely, you can.
Wow. Just from not drinking enough water and being hydrated, you out in the heat.
Yeah. And you know, typically the folks that are affected more is those individuals who have more medical conditions. So if you're hypertensive and you're obese and you're diabetic and you're doing all of these other things, you already are in a very fragile state. And then if you're going to be outside where it's, 100 degrees with an 80% humidity, then there's a greater chance that something out of the ordinary can happen. So, you know what, bring an umbrella.
Yeah.
You know what, when you're outside, an umbrella is a great source of shade. But start the hydration process early.
Let me ask you, you said that if you stop sweating, that's the one thing I know. They said if it's 100 degrees and you stop sweating, you know you got a problem.
It's a problem.
But what should you by yourself, what should you immediately start trying to do? Well, you out cutting the yard, you working, and all of a sudden you stop sweating, but you by yourself?
Yeah, you got to get inside. You got to get inside where it's cooler. You got to, hopefully you're in a position where you can start consuming water. You know what, you gotta stop everything that you're doing. Sometimes people will lay down on the floor lay down on a cold surface so you can use the cold temperature from the floor, as well as you're hydrating, as well as maybe cold towels, a cold shower, are the ways to try to bring your temperature down. Because the big issue is that you're just not able to regulate your temperature, so your temperature goes up significantly.
Okay, that's good. That's good, Damali, because like you say, man, all of August is going to be pretty hot.
Yes. All right, y'all. Well, that is the end of the show. Thank you guys for rocking with us and tuning in.
Damali is funny. Damali, you know how you be at the club and they just be like, what, that's it.
Yeah, you got to get up.
You ain't got to go home,
but you got to get the heck up out of here.
We still got a couple thousand people on. Damali was like,
that's it.
The doctor said that y'all stay hydrated, lay on the floor if you start sweating, and so bye. No, I'm saying, hey y'all, thank y'all for tuning in here on the Community Wake Up Morning Show. Shout out to O'Malley B, shout out to Brand J, shout out to Ed that brought them in, shout out to the doctor that pulled up on us today, our producer Stephen Keys, Uncle Bobby B, and JB Smooth. We love and miss you too, brother. Y'all have a good evening on this hump day. Get over the hump, stay hydrated. We love y'all. It's been a Community Wake Up Morning Show. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper.
And I'm Damali Wilson.
We love y'all. We're going to see y'all on tomorrow.
Yes.
Much love. Much love.